This episode of Late Night with Ed Money is brought to you in part by Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant, located in downtown Amherst. And if you're local to them, dial for carryout at 440-985-FOOD. Or go to their website, which is ziggyspubandrestaurant.com. If it's a sporting event that you want to see, don't forget your sunglasses, because they have so many 4K TVs it'll burn your retinas. So go to Ziggy's Pub and Restaurant in downtown Amherst.
We hope you're enjoying your visit here this evening. Now, on with the show.
I'll make it go away. Oh, my bad. You gotta start
Of despair.
Warning, what you're about to hear is an adult show. You will hear anecdotal stories and humorous situations meant for adults. In essence, kids, don't listen or try this at home. Everything you're about to hear is done by drunk, trained professionals. Now enjoy the show.
Deep within the pit of despair. Balls of Christ, dude.
This is Councilman Joe, and you're listening to EdMoneyLive.com, the wildest show on internet radio.
Why, hello, my friends. Hi. You're listening to Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is EdMoneyLive.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life. You can reach us on a ton of sites. Just go to the main site. Like, share, subscribe. Please do that. You'd be amazed on how much that helps us out. Again, do that. It's all on the right-hand side. Tons of ways to follow us. You're always listening to myself, Ed Money. Right over here is CPAP Chuck.
What's up?
Not the one that was waving first. That one was CPAP
Jerk, don't steal my thunder.
That's right. And the only one left, since everyone couldn't make it this week, is always keeping us in balance check as Insano Wayno. I keep putting it because for so long I did the 811.
Yeah. You'd have to try to work on that. That's your homework.
My homework. But audience members, thank you for all the things you do. Can't thank you enough to check out the songs at the end. It's Beeve, and the song is called Talk. It's a house poppy kind of song. We did some bubblegum pop on the last couple of shows. I'm doing a variety, so this one is house music, but it's poppy. The artist is pop. So check it out. Thank you for all things you do. You're always listening to the show again. Blah, 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 blah.
You almost did it again, didn't you?
Yeah, he did. He's on a loop.
I'm on that loop. There's a lot of little things I wanted to. Oh wait, should I say all the way over to?
Oh wait.
Hi, Konnichiwa.
Hi.
Hamburger.
Konnichiwa.
Dude, I told, before the mics came out, before you got here, I told Chuck that I have been just digging on this. I got this crazy thing they have, the Asian culture. And I've been watching a lot of these Asian videos, and they got those food stalls, which I talked about.
Well, you're into the Japanese culture.
I am, yeah. Well, yeah, Japanese in particular, but the whole Asian thing, some of it I'm scared of.
like work ethic, something you don't have, and they really do.
No, not quite. Like this is the craziest thing. First, I got to tell you the side thing before I get into that. Is that because I do these videos, or not videos, I watch these videos that going down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And
oh God, yeah.
I knew right. Well, watching the food stalls, then I saw this one called Thai Secrets. All right, it talks about Thailand, and of course, the dating guys going there to date. You know what I mean? Like, if they're going to go try and they call them sex tourists.
Oh yeah.
Not that I would be.
Wait, well, is dating and the sex tourism thing two different things?
Yeah,
you would think.
I think I don't want to be it, but what happened?
Yeah, you play your cards right, you might be. Who's in the barrel? We don't know. It's Ed Money.
No, it's not that.
He spent all his bot.
No, it's that people go over to, let's say, Thailand. Use that as an example.
Okay,
Thailand, that they'll go to just vacation, and then they'll meet someone
and try to hook up with girls,
and then that's
or dudes or whatever.
Certain cultures will try and go over there to strictly date. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like find an actual girlfriend.
To find a girlfriend, or to like just bang a girl and bail. You know, like find. That probably happens in every country, though.
I was going to say, just like if you went to a club and you were just looking for a hookup.
Right. Didn't everybody used to go to Amsterdam for that?
No, that's for weed.
That was drugs.
Yeah, wrong. Totally wrong. Totally wrong.
Wait a minute. Doesn't Amsterdam have the red light district?
Yeah, but it's legal there.
Prostitution's legal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prostitution's legal?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they have like... because one video I saw, they actually have like a window.
Yeah, you window shop in the red light district, and then
can you imagine it? Like you go up, you
like
just,
buying a puppy,
but you're not keeping it.
Just take it home.
See, that would scare me because thinking I'm in line with 14 other guys at a window shop.
Yeah.
You know, just
go for the ugly one. They got
Don't
the
go to the
line.
clearance rack.
Yeah,
that's where you wanna. You don't want to skimp.
That's what that one's 70% off and 70 years old.
Right,
yeah,
right. Oh, might be able to. She might do tricks though that I'd never seen before.
Yeah. What? Fall down and break a hip? Ta-da!
But anyways, this is the crazy thing. So I was checking and I went down rabbit hole, and then I found this website called Thailand Secrets, and it was dating, of course. I go.
So of course you're all in.
Not that I'm all in.
You're like, I want to see what I do when I go over there finally. You're just prepared. You're doing your homework.
Yeah, I'm doing my homework. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No, because there is, because you're never going to get on a plane to go over there. But
it's so scary. But they tell you the ins and outs. Like who's doing a good video is our friend Thailand Charlie. Yeah. He's doing this series where they go to food shops, and he goes, unless you're a local, don't eat here.
Yeah.
Because, like you travel, have you gone overseas?
Well, why though? You never finished.
Yeah, why?
Why don't eat?
Yeah, unless you're local, why would you not eat there?
I would guess that because they have open air markets, some of them are, the food,
your stomach would not handle it well.
Right. And
you got a delicate ecosystem anyhow. So.
Oh, yeah.
No, really, like you've gone to Mexico, and didn't you say you had a bad experience there?
No. I drank the water in Dominican Republic.
There it was. Because you said just brushing your teeth.
Just brushing my teeth. And it was
brutal. Did you ever hear this? You ever heard this story?
No.
Go ahead, tell the story. He went.
I've had the Mexican one, though. In
Montezuma's Revenge?
I think they, because you can drink bottled water, and unless you see them bottle it, they bring it out with the lid off, or... If you have a salad, they rinse salad in water. They're not going to rinse it in bottled water. Think about that.
Right.
Think about that. And I got that.
Yeah.
I lost like 11 pounds in
3 days.
10 days.
Did it hit you instantaneously or no?
It was horrible.
Mine hit me on the plane ride home.
I don't remember. It was a long time ago.
He would listen when you said, isn't Dominican Republic in Haiti?
It's on the other side of Haiti, yeah.
Which is insane because Haiti's like a third world blown up country because of the hurricane. They had a hurricane that came through there.
Well, it didn't just hit half the island.
Yeah, you boob.
But it's maybe their structures aren't hurricane.
Yes. Yes.
They can drink their water. The Dominican and Haitian people can drink their water. We just can't because we're not used to it.
That's why I was thinking he said unless you're local because you build up a bacteria tolerance or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I obviously did not.
Right. And you were in Dominican Republic and you said
I would do the whole week. I did great. Just drink a bottle of water, the whole 9 yards.
Did you drink drinks with ice in it? Because that ice, like he's saying, they're not
I was drinking the canned beer because they had like different kinds. And
That's your best bet.
Yeah.
Canned beer,
bottled or canned, whatever.
But the last day I'm like, all right, I got to pack this up, got to get this shit, got to brush my teeth, got to do this. And I was brushing my teeth and I looked down and I'm like, oh my God, I'm brushing my teeth with sink water. I'm like, maybe I'll be okay. So we pack up, we get on the shuttle, we go to the airport, we get on the plane and it's like, I'm like, oh no.
And it's not like you go and then you're good.
No, you go.
It's just the beginning of it.
And you go. And it's to the point where you can't even wipe your butt by the third day. You're just like finger dabbing. You got a two finger dab on your butthole.
Oh.
Or you get in the shower, spread your butt cheeks, and you're just like,
it's like the colonoscopy stuff you drink.
Ooh, that makes you
You're just cleaned out.
clean.
Yeah.
And there's nothing solid left. It's like it's like brown water. Yoo-hoo, that Yoo-hoo chocolate water.
Oh.
That's what it
Yeah.
is.
Could you feel
It's a
your
horrible feeling.
bunghole like going?
No, it was more like no mas. No mas.
Yeah. It quit working.
It looked like one of those Dolly Madison donut gems. You know what I'm talking about? Those little mini donuts. Dude, you sit down and you're like, something's not right. Something's not right. I'm a butthole.
Right? Because it's
all
just
swollen and puckered.
It's
Looks like you sat in a piece of chewed up gum.
it's like,
Is that Hubba Bubba?
That's a bad experience.
no, you said you had the same thing.
Yeah.
Did it hit you instantly? Like you knew?
You know what? I think it was.
Mine was a couple hours.
I think mine might have started there, but
can't you
then
take
continued
Imodium
home.
or something?
Oh, there's nothing to battle that. And maybe it'll slow it down or something.
Yeah, it turns it from hot water, lava, into hot snakes.
It'll throw a couple rocks in the stream.
Yeah.
That's it. But you know what? I always
Something
thought
to divert it through the
you
colon.
could sell that in a little shot bottle of
Right.
Mexican water,
for diet food.
and women would buy it because you can lose 8 to 10 pounds in
Days.
3-4 days.
Days.
Yeah, but you wouldn't want it. Wouldn't it be? Isn't
Well,
it
if
painful?
you got a wedding dress to squeeze into, or, the timing would have to be good there.
Yeah, you don't want
that's
to wear
what I
white.
mean.
Oh, white dress. Somebody's scared. Yeah.
Somebody's scared shitless.
Yeah, right.
No, that's crazy to think that happens. Right. Well, Thailand Charlie is doing these videos saying, don't eat here. If you're going to visit, you go to this touristy area, even though you pay more, blah, 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 blah. So,
but you can afford to pay more over there because
It's still
right.
the exchange
inexpensive,
rate.
yeah.
Right. The exchange rate is still good. It still favors the U.S. dollar.
Well, yeah, it was like 30 to 40 to 1 or something.
That's not a joke. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. It was something insane like that where he said, you could, he even said, you could come here with X amount of dollars. You could hire people to be Ottomans. You don't have to like put your legs up.
Oh, you can't. I mean, and it's funny, the prices are like how much for like a fish? It's like 2,500, and you're like, Jesus, but it really comes out to like
$1.98.
yeah, something
Yeah.
crazy like that.
Right.
I don't know what the bot exchange rate is.
Right. And see, what brought me down, this is where it leads in that direction, is there's two other, which I'm not going to deny because they're cute girls. I watched a bunch of videos. There's one called Eat Sleep Bangkok and Eat Sleep Yangon, which is these sections of the region. And they're really gorgeous girls that are doing it. And they talk about the dollar value with the exchange rate.
Yeah.
Is that what you got the exchange rate there?
It's like 2 or 3 cents is one.
Right.
One,
Yeah.
A bot is like 22.2 cents.
One bot is
0.029. So
0.29.
yeah.
So, yeah,
3 cents.
3 cents.
Right.
Is,
Yeah.
Is one bot. So yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens is I was watching these videos of them talking about things, and then Thailand Charlie, and so I got this one called Thailand Secrets. So I said, okay, cool. Well, on there they have the feature host of the of
She's
the
all
week. Yes.
yummy.
Yes.
Yum, yum. I mean, yeah.
This is the crazy part. And I'm going to see if I can get his permission. So what I did was I saw this.
You paused it, whacked, took a nap.
Who does that?
Apparently you, because this is where this is going.
I never say
You know.
Yeah,
You know it
This
happened.
is terrible. For again, if you're listening in your car, or whatever, go to the YouTubes just so you can see their expressions, which I bring up often.
We're not wrong.
This is
No.
what I.
This
You
is
know
exactly
it-
what happened.
You know it happened.
Ed found the cute girl. He paused the video. He whacked. He tugged one out.
It's
Yeah.
not
He
like
took a nap and then he
Yeah,
came
he's
back.
like, okay, now let's get on to the food part.
so. They had pictures of these the hosts that you can see. So this is the crazy part. Is so I said, okay, well, just curiosity,
Right. Let me text one.
Yeah.
I text one. No, international rates do apply, sir. No. So I see the photo of this one, and I go, wait a minute, because I'm one of those idiots that when I look at photos, like say celebrities or whatever, I also look at the background, or I'll look at who's standing next to him, the expressions of some of the people on him.
Yeah.
So I go, wait a minute, and I see
That's my house.
I zoomed in, and who's standing in the background? Thailand Charlie.
No way.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. I even
Yeah.
here. I'll show you guys.
Well, you
a
can wait
photo.
till
That's
after the
pretty
show.
funny.
Yeah.
I'm not going to show it online here, but I even to the point where I ended up sending it to Thailand Charlie, and I said, "Dude, I think this is a photo of you." And he goes, "Oh my God, right there. Here's the photo to you guys."
Pass it over.
Yeah. So if he gives me the permission, I'll put the photo. Do you see
It's
it?
not him.
He said it is.
It doesn't look like him.
He has the same arm tattoo.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, it even has the arm tattoo. He has a Dynatech hat on.
Oh, well, then, hey, I just thought because he was with a white girl. And that wouldn't be him. I mean,
He's married
his
to an
girl's
Asian.
Asian. Yeah.
Yeah, he's married to a Thai
She's
girl.
Thai.
Yeah,
I don't mean
Thai
white,
girl.
but,
Right, yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, to a
It
Thai
didn't look like it. And if it could be incriminating for him.
Right, but I was
It
like,
could be.
no. It was. So I was like, oh my God. I just sent it to him, and he goes, oh my God. That was
But
him
yeah,
and
the
his wife.
host looked pretty good, too.
Oh, she did. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's why
You can't afford that.
No.
You need to
No.
go, maybe you do need to shop the clearance rack.
Yeah.
Or the clearance rack. You might be.
Hey, you're right.
You might even make money on that.
You know what? Now
So what
wait
if
a
she's got a wiener? Take the party down a floor. Ed.
Right.
This is the crazy
Right.
part too. Is that we were text back for. Now, would you? I thought about that too. How is some of these lady boys that they have over there? They call them lady boys. They look. Is it the culture that they're able to blend in? Because here's the thing.
What do you mean? They you would think they were a
A woman or
genetic female?
Yes. Because here's the thing. Over here,
I think you have a little less like rugged facial hair.
This-
Maybe the features
they-
can
they-
be.
right.
Do they? Can they grow beards and mustaches?
I haven't seen
Well,
one.
That's where the Fu Manchu came from.
Right.
Like the goatee, isn't it?
in
Asian?
Taiwan? In Thailand?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I've even seen
Mr.
that.
This is-
Miyagi had hair.
This is
Oh,
the
it's
crazy
true,
point.
but he was from Guam.
And
He
not
was?
To, yeah,
Oh.
not to get crazy political or anything like that, but you in the states.
Who knows that?
For anyone over there for the states, there's a lot of these transsexuals stuff like that.
Actually, I think
Some
he was
of-
Japanese.
Oh,
Okinawa.
listen to Ed fumble through political
I know,
correctness.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying.
That'd be like me trying to
I
do something
don't.
legal.
I just
I know.
don't. It just
That's like me giving dating advice.
Yeah.
I know.
I know you don't judge because
Right,
then
don't.
you'd be judged. And
Right. I know.
There's a plethora of like hits you can
There you
take.
go. Take
Yeah.
that one out. Use
I'm
that
just
thing.
saying, yeah. You're harmless. You're just not intelligent.
Yeah.
I mean, no, I don't mean like that. You're not
I do.
versed.
You are a dummy.
Not intelligent. I did. Well, that came out right.
Hey, Wayne, would you like me to give you dating advice too? Because I'm terrible at that.
Anyhow,
Some of them that I've seen, you look at them and go, dude, there's no way you look like a dude with a wig on or whatever.
right.
But
right.
It'd be like me putting a wig on,
It'd be
5
like-
o'clock
Yeah.
shadow.
Right.
Well,
Like-
they don't have the big frame either. You don't see
Yeah.
a lot of Asian or
Right.
Thai with broad shoulders and muscular build.
Right. Right. And that's why I've even seen some of the photo where they have full scale shows that they call them Ladyboy shows over there.
Yeah. And they're beautiful people. I mean, they are like
beautiful. Yes.
Really?
Like beautiful. I was like, dude, I mean, not that I'm going over, but I'm just saying they're beautiful people.
Yeah.
The beautiful people.
I was going to go.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, I know I got totally sidetracked. I can't talk about the one which
They're out of your league too, by the way.
Yeah.
The really good ones. I mean,
Yeah.
Why do you
they put a
say
lot of work
that?
into that. They're not just going to settle for anything.
For mediocrity.
Right.
He says that I, like him, would be a superhero over there.
Yeah.
What is your superpower? Able to not work in a single bound.
Able to nap at any given moment.
Able to eat food 10 days past its expiration date. Yeah.
I have my I'm an X-Men whose mutant power is narcolepsy. Right? Just,
Yeah. Yeah. Able to resist blisters with every day. Yeah. Oh yeah. And like even for me, like my height over 6 feet tall, you know, that's a big deal.
able to resist blizzard. Oh fuck! Is it? That's funny. I will.
What
touch
would be
on
his name? Like Super Douche? Able to wear clothes 10 years out of style.
It would just be Ed.
That's my superhero name.
Super Ed.
Yeah. Just Ed.
Ed.
Just
Said.
Oh, can you mention that they're like, hey, there's a bank robbery. Call Ed.
Hey, there's a bank robbery.
Wake him up. Yeah, exactly.
Because I go into the scene of a crime and just pass out and go to sleep on the corpse.
Are those Pringles 2 weeks old? I'll eat them.
In 35 minutes, Ed will be up. We'll send him after him.
They can't go far. The island's only 4 miles across.
Hopefully there's a trail.
No, I want to go there.
Yeah,
for
just
sure.
so do I.
I really do.
I get no interest.
Yeah.
But this is the thing that it's
Vietnam
terrible.
too. I want to go. Beautiful.
Part of that rabbit hole that I've gone down of watching the videos on where to go because he's giving me suggestions. Because I guess a lot of guys they'll get citizenship or they'll get visas, but you have to often go to like Cambodia, Vietnam, just
depending on how long your stay is.
Right, exactly.
You're good for like 30 days or something like that.
Oh no, they can get year visas now.
Well, no, I'm saying if you get certain types, you might have to go over the border for a minute.
Oh yeah,
Come back
yeah.
to
Right.
keep
yeah.
it.
Like a day or something. Usually a good day
Like
trip.
a day trip.
Yeah, a day trip. Yes, that's exactly right.
You go across the border just so you can nap. I'm really tired, you guys. I'll be sleeping in my car right here.
Right on the border. It's just fun.
But he's only got enough gas money to get over there. He's got to walk back.
He'll just stay close so he could just walk and come back.
He just keeps pushing his car from one side of the line to the other.
No, I take one of those tuck the little things, and I just keep falling asleep in the back, and I roll out. I tuck and roll. You know, no,
You tuck and roll.
I do. Actually, where I would go, which I couldn't afford, but I would go because
Lorraine.
No, it's because I like the food. The food and the stuff that I've been watching is
Japan.
in Japan. Yes.
Yeah, I would like to go to Japan.
I would love to go to Japan.
Not China. I have
No,
no interest.
No. Huh? How about no?
No. Yeah,
No.
Japan for sure.
Japan, the Japan, but I guess like Tokyo places. Our mutual friend that was there, Sean.
Yeah.
Not Sean.
No, Patrick.
Patrick
Yeah.
was there. What, 10 years?
He lived there quite a while.
Yeah, he's fluent. Speaks fluent Japanese, different dialects, I guess.
Yeah.
That they can you know. Here's the thing on languages. If you really think about it, even us as Americans, do you know how difficult someone from another nation for them to come here
And
to
learn our language.
Yes, because
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Because everything is pronounced different.
But English is easier.
No, stop. No,
think?
you're wrong.
It's just like German's easy, Spanish is easy, English is easy. But if you
Apparently,
go to
I am dumb.
listen, but if you go like when I was dating the girl from the Czech Republic, she's like
Yes.
Czech. There's like I think 11 words to every one of ours. So as far as like literature and description, like we have one word for we have what like if you say blue, they have multiple, like if we have 1 million words, they have 11 million. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess one of the hardest ones is Hungarian or Bulgarian. There's like 13 or something like that words to our one versus, and I never looked at it
but you
like
only
that.
need to learn one.
Right. But you know what I mean? Yeah. You could
The
talk
other
like
ones
an
are just
ape.
waste.
You could be like, I good, that's what it would sound like.
Right. No,
For them.
if you think, because I was thinking, I because of our friend Patrick that was there, and I thought, man, I'm picking up watching these videos.
Yeah.
Little words, what's good, hello, minor things. Just watching a video because I turn on the subtitles.
Yeah, but there's so many different dialects in Japan. There's like
Right.
there's different providences that have different
Right.
I get that.
And another thing I didn't realize is I was talking to somebody. They're like, I forgot the countries they gave examples of. I think Thai was one.
Right.
You can use letters for their language. Other languages, like even some Japanese, it's like a hieroglyphic. It's not letters.
Yeah. The cuneiform, the thing.
So that's a huge difference.
Right.
It's nothing to do with letters.
Right.
Imagine starting that.
Right. That's a crazy part.
Where other languages do convert using letters.
Well, this is what makes this. I'm going to say this makes sense.
I would be so screwed in another country unless it was in English. I'll be honest.
This makes
like even
sense.
Hebrew or something.
Right.
That would be like, what?
Like, I think it's more common for people, if you go to another country, to be able to speak it than read it.
Sure.
In other words, you can learn, like, everybody knows como está, in Spanish, but to... What do you...
A lot of people can understand
What is he
conversation, but not...
I don't know what como está is.
You don't...
Harry Como?
It's so ingrained in our society. Como está? How are you?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's so ingrained in our society. Well, the thing about like tacos, there's certain things
That I do know.
Right, of course you know that. Well, I'm just saying that the part is watching these videos, I'm learning little things, just minor, bathroom.
Baños, I do know that.
Yeah, baño's bathroom in Spanish. But if you looked at English language, dude, just in our country alone, because we have when I mean dialects, this is what really
In our country?
Oh, wait till I say it. In the Midwest, which is they use for most broadcasters, learn Midwest English when they speak the Midwest language, because you don't have it. If you notice, most newscasters don't have an accent. No matter where they're at in the country, they don't have an accent. You go to New York, they don't
On
have
Univision, they do.
Yeah.
Univision.
Yes.
That's like I was watching the news years ago, and maybe it was a comedian. He's like, you're watching regular news, and they're like, today fighting broke out in Nicaragua. They change it for the, you know.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
They'll say,
It's not terrible. It's proper.
Right.
Pronunciation.
It's proper, yeah.
Do you know who does
But
that?
It sounds funny.
Is what's the chick that was dating Di Laurenti, Giada Di Laurenti, the
Italian lady?
the Italian food cook?
Yeah.
Like she'll say, I'm cooking with mozzarella. You go,
Mozzarella.
yeah, and it's like, what the hell did you just say? Well, in our nation, Midwest, the way we speak Midwestern. You go over to New York and you listen to that got a paka. You know what I mean? They say that. You go to
It sounds more like Boston.
Yeah, that was definitely Boston.
Okay, Bostonish.
Yeah.
And then if you go down in where our other friend is in Kentucky, down there, they all have like a hillbilly accent, which in its own is its own language.
And they got their own words. Like a lot of these places have their own words.
Yeah.
You know what I
mean, even on like American Idol, it's one of the country singers, and he's amazing. He's Colin, whatever his name is. They oftentimes, when he has a quote, he does mumble a little bit, but they'll put subtitles.
Well, that's because when
he's speaking English.
It's because when he talks, all I hear is a banjo.
Yeah.
He's like, they're like, how are you today? He's like,
oh yeah. Katy Perry's like, I don't know what you both just said. Him and Luke Perry or Luke
Bryan or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Luke Bryan. They'll talk. She's like, I have no idea what you guys just said. That exchange.
And they're
that whole.
speaking English.
Yeah.
Right. It's like the
I
different,
get it now.
You have to be conditioned to it, I think.
Yes, and now imagine being a foreigner. Like for us to go to,
Well, I would think you'd stick with the basics. You'd do the Western or the
Right.
Midwestern version
Right, like
of
they
Japanese.
that's why I've been trying to get Patrick to come on, because they say that often foreigners will speak proper or old old
And not
man
slang.
right, not
Yeah.
slang. You know, like okay, como estás is proper, but most of the people say que pasa, what's up? You know what I mean? That's the difference in the slang. You're learning the language. And just imagine going to England. Have you ever heard real English people speak?
Yeah, my niece just married a guy from the UK.
She did?
Yeah, Samantha's grandmother
I
was
told
English.
you he wants to come on the podcast.
English lady.
But they
yeah,
speak
that's right.
they speak an English that you're not even sure what they're
Their humor is way different than ours too.
Yeah,
Ooh,
That's-
things I was cracking myself up, and he's kind of looking at me like,
right. It is. There's definitely a.
Is that culture? That's a
Cultural
cultural
difference, yeah.
difference.
yeah.
Any,
But he wants to come
yeah.
on the show. He just got his visa. And
yeah,
he just
get
got
him the
over
car.
here.
Get
I
him
mean,
to come on
some
the show.
people. I've heard, and I always got confused by this. Like some people can understand conversations in Spanish,
Sure.
but they can't speak it, which to me that's odd. But I guess it's all about maybe sentence structure and past tenses
Right.
and male, masculine, and feminine
Right.
terms.
It could be the
terminology.
certain words
That's
they're
where I
using,
would get
yeah.
kind of lost a little bit. But yeah, just watching your spank videos, you're not going to learn more than a couple phrases.
couple words like
Like you're not going to say, "Oh yeah," to them.
or wrong hole.
Yeah.
Did you say wrong hole?
Wrong.
Sagwa! Sagwa!
Is that what it is?
I think so. I just made that up.
Tubuku. You'll never hear that.
You mean
Ed goes over there, he's just using porn phrases.
No, every time Ed gets naked, all you hear is, "Aww." That's universal.
Dang it.
Aww.
Is that it? Look at him poking at it.
Or just a snicker.
Right. Oh no, I'll be good at
Yeah,
tentacle
anyhow.
porn. I did want to say that real quick. Hit a couple subjects that
Let's do this.
that he hit me on before we get into the
Let's
other
do
ones.
Jeffrey Street, number 5.
Oh, wait, let's get my engagement out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about Wayne.
Let's just get that over with.
We could do that.
So
For the-
we're dating 10 years.
Yeah, for the audience out there, A1, or not A1, Insane Ueno went out and got engaged.
I did. I
Right,
just
yeah.
went out and got engaged.
You did?
Yeah. I'm leaving here today and I'm getting, yeah.
Well, you plan? Did you plan it?
We went to visit my dad in
In
Florida.
Florida.
He's hurting pretty bad. He's going to have surgery this upcoming. I might even have to go back there. But anyhow, we visited him, and then he's north of Lauderdale. Excuse me. And then we drove down and stayed at the Hollywood Seminole Hard Rock.
That's a beautiful
Which
casino.
I get free room, so it's a
So
really
is it on a
convenient.
is it on a reservation because you had Seminole? So I'm assuming it's
No.
in.
There's nothing to do with
No.
anything.
Well,
there,
you said
yeah.
Seminole.
They just don't-
Well, it's owned
It's
by them,
owned.
and maybe the land previously was.
Yeah.
But they just get.
But it's
like,
not on a
They just get
reservation.
liquor money now.
Yeah, and casino money.
Because that's what I meant. Yeah. Yeah. Same thing.
I'm like, hey,
But yeah,
Player
it's
water money,
beautiful.
is that what
It's
it's-
beautiful there.
it is.
See, does
Yeah.
it have the big giant?
It's a guitar. Yeah.
yeah,
The
yeah.
hotel's a guitar, but I don't. They wanted to, and they were, and I put on the reservation. I did all the reservations and everything. So everywhere we went, some of the bigger things we had planned, they knew there was an engagement. So they wanted to upgrade me to the guitar hotel because I was like, I'm getting engaged to the, checking in.
sure.
I like mouthed it, and Samantha, she's like, she slid me a pen. She goes, "Why don't you write the number down?" So I said, "I'm getting engaged." She's like, "Oh, look, I'm going to upgrade you to the guitar hotel." I was like, "Nope." I said, "No, thank you." Every room's nice. They redid everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of
But I
those
want to
suites
stay
with the hard
I stay
bed.
I stayed at the Hard Rock Hotel. Is different than the Guitar Hotel.
Yeah.
That's the old one. I say old, but it's
It's not-
beautiful.
it's beautiful.
The pool's tropical. It's very, very, and you go down the elevator and you're at the casino.
Which is why
Otherwise,
he
you
wanted
have
to stay there.
Yeah, a quarter mile away, or the pool too.
Yeah, the pool's awesome.
like right there. So I preferred that anyhow. And so yeah, I had the ring. And it was really funny. We're going through TSA. I do that clear now.
Yeah, I do TSA pre-check.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
Yeah.
I'd like to do both because that's 5 years and mine's like.
Yeah.
But anyhow, so their X-ray, I had it in my backpack in the very bottom, the ring. So obviously Samantha didn't know. We're going through the X-ray thing, and we're waiting. And how you could see the screen, and the lady's looking at it, and you can see all the wires and the electronics. And she keeps moving mine back and forth. And there's a guy next to me. I was like, "Oh my God, you can see the engagement ring in my bag. It's clear as day.
Yeah.
This ring with the
Yeah.
diamond." He's like, "Oh no shit, I can see it." And I was like, So every time Samantha looked over, like, why are they looking at your bag? And I'm like, oh, look at that. Like, we should get those inside tacos or whatever.
Yeah.
So it just because she kept looking at it, I was like, oh my God, what if they pull it out and be like, well, what's in here? Because, you know, and they did that on the way back. They emptied my whole bag out looking through it because I forgot I had water and a bunch of shit. It was my fault.
Yeah.
But so we go through and then we visit my day. It was so hard to wait because I'm the type of person where if I get you a Christmas gift, I'm giving it to you then.
Yeah.
I know it's not, I don't know it's a month away, but here. I can't wait. I had that thing for like weeks.
Was it you
in my
just driving you
safe,
crazy?
And like her kids would come over and I'd be like, hey, come here. She's like, I wondered why you went and her son stayed to help watch the dogs. And, but the one time he came to visit, he just got out of the shower and I was like, he came out. I was like, oh, did you see? And I took him back in, closed the door and the safe was in there and I showed it to him. She's like, that's the only time I was like, what's he doing? Like, Drew's in a towel or something.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
But anyhow, no, we got there, checked in, changed. Let's go for a walk, look at the shops. And they have this area that's the waterfall.
Yeah.
And there's music playing and it's really beautiful. It smells like a spring, you know, it's a water rushing.
Yeah.
And we're sitting, I was like, let's sit here for a second. This is really nice. And I just kind of slid over. I was like, well, you know, and she looked at me, she's like, no. I was like,
so you slid
she's
down.
like, are you kidding
knee?
me? Instantly started crying. So I said my piece, you know, which is not really anything I have to say.
You're like, woman.
Yeah.
You're
I was like,
you make a good ham sandwich.
So yeah, and then she loved it. Everything was perfect. And
Well, you guys been
I had the
together a
box had a
while.
light on it, and it was like boom. You know, it was
Was
really
she like,
beautiful.
holy
ring.
shit?
She was very happy. It was a really nice ring, really nice. But it was just about her. She deserves it. You know, 10 years.
Yeah. Was
She earned her keep.
She was eating at the time, big burger in her hand. Dude, have you ever heard stories of that where people put it in like a drink?
Dumb stuff like that. I mean, if that's what you're into, I'm not trying to offend anybody.
Yeah, no, people have done it.
We've
then they
both done it
swallow
before.
Yeah.
We've both been married before. And it was like, you know what? I don't even know if anybody saw us walking by. And I didn't get a picture. We got a picture later, whatever. But it wasn't, you know, I'm not the guy holding the phone up recording a concert and watching my phone the whole time.
I hate that.
I'm watching the concert.
Right.
You know what?
Because there's going to be a million people that recorded it.
And how many times have you ever even looked back?
Right.
It's not like you have good audio or
Oh God, no, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, okay, I was there, but you know, so that moment didn't need. I'm just not into it. If you're into that, that's fine.
Yeah.
Take 100 pictures, go for it.
Yeah.
But it went well.
But
We
after
had-
buying the ring, you couldn't afford 100 pictures.
right, right.
I get it.
Like you guys said spam after the.
Yeah, but we had a amazing dinner at this
you?
Council Oaks, which is our steakhouse. I've never been there. We've been going there 12 years, and I don't think I've eaten in any of their restaurants. We just don't eat. Yeah,
You're kidding. We just
I'm
go-
usually there with the guys golfing.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
we don't eat.
Yeah.
We
At
eat-
all?
Well, barely.
Or just the brats on the
Just
on the
whatever
course?
on the
Yeah.
go, or
Yeah.
you know. But we eat at the pool. They have a nice menu. But anyhow, yeah, it was a great trip. It kicked my ass though. The casino.
Did it?
I had a couple of hand pays, but it's still.
Did you get hand pays?
Yeah, I got one really good one.
What
It
is a
was
hand pay?
When you
it's
get win
over
over-
1,200.
Yeah.
I had a really good win, but yeah, it
for
all
you.
evens out in the end. Oh no, it
Good
wasn't
for you. Because I texted him and I asked him to make sure hopefully everything went well.
Let me go to the flip side of this.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Let's go. Yeah.
So the week Wayne was in
Yeah.
Fort Lauderdale, I was in Las Vegas
Yes.
for our 30th anniversary.
Yes.
Right.
30th. So we had this whole trip
Yeah, I
planned
know,
out,
30 years.
and it was a disaster from the get-go.
Which is hard
Oh,
to
wow.
believe.
Yeah, I mean, we had a great time. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just gonna call them out. We flew with Spirit Air.
First of all,
So
I've
did we.
heard nothing
Normally,
but
It
nightmares
was
Well, no.
about that.
amazing.
Normally, we have you get on, you get off, no problems. Well, I booked a trip. And
Would you go first class or no?
We didn't buy.
They
the
don't
big
have-
seats. Yeah,
they
you
have
can
big
buy the
seats.
big
Yeah, okay.
seats, but other than that, it's
Yeah.
coach. So I booked the trip. The flight was supposed to leave at 6 a.m.
Oh, I remember now.
and get there at 7:30 in the morning. All right.
Yeah.
Well, about a couple weeks before the trip, they're like, "We canceled your flight, so now you're going to be arriving at 9:30 at night." And I'm like, "All right, I lost that day, but all right." Then the day of, I get a text saying you're not going to get there till 10:30. And then an hour later, I get a text you're not getting there till 11:30. Then I get a text saying you're not going to arrive until 12:30. So I call up.
You're
and-
losing now a whole day.
yeah, I lost a whole day. I called them up and I'm like, listen, I just lost a whole freaking day from when I originally booked my trip. I go, what are you
Right.
going to do? They're like, well, what we'll do is we'll give you, because I have the hotel and everything booked through them.
Sure.
They're like, we'll give you a day at the end if you can do it. I'm like, yeah. I go, now will there be a fee? And they're like, let me talk to my manager. I'm like, there better not be a fucking, I was mad. I'm like, there better not be a fucking fee. This is all you. So they took care of that. But the whole week, I mean, we would win. We gambled nonstop and ate nonstop and drank nonstop. That's all we did.
Yeah.
If we were up, we were putting money on a table or in a machine and putting food in our mouth or drinks.
Nice.
Dude, I even went as far as we stayed. Now, mind you, we stay downtown
You should
now.
relax. It's your anniversary.
Oh, we had a blast. We were there to party.
Yeah.
We stay downtown now because I've been there 40 times. I've been going there for 30 years.
Right. You're not on the strip. You're on
Right, we stayed
Fremont
downtown at the Plaza Casino right at number 1 Fremont Street. And
number
it's
one.
awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome. And they have bingo there.
Do they?
And it's free drink bingo.
Was it remodeled?
Oh my God, free drink bingo.
I was drinking pina coladas, playing bingo. And the best part is
kidding.
you do not have to watch your bingo card. It's electronic.
Oh.
They call the number and it pops up for you. The only thing you have to do is yell bingo when it says winner.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. So I'm like, hey! So I won like $250 playing bingo. Big fucking
Nice.
deal.
Good
But
for
we would hit like $400, $500. Nothing. We
Right,
didn't win
right,
any more than that
right,
though. We couldn't
right.
win a hand
No
pay to
hand
save
pay?
our
Right.
no. And like I said, we went with $5,000, came home with $4,000 after everything was all
You're
said
a
and
winner.
done.
geez,
You're a
that's
winner.
I know. That's why I feel
That's
like
great.
a winner.
That's a winner.
But we the last night we ditched the Plaza and went down and stayed at Harrah's on the Strip because it was like $26.
Yeah.
oh,
How's
good God. Are you
Right,
kidding
and,
me?
and then you play the resort fee, which
Yeah, which
came out
is
to like
$40.
Yeah, so it came out to $60 to stay on the Strip. We're like, all right, let's go do it. I have never seen, and this, I'm going to sound like a dick, and I don't mean to.
Right.
But I have never seen so many homeless people in my life.
It
on
was
the Strip.
never that way.
It was like running the gauntlet to get from one casino to the other.
Wow.
Between the homeless people, like either like sleeping, you're stepping over them, or begging for money or whatever, to these girls dressed up as showgirls trying to get you to get a picture with them for like $10.
Yeah.
Right.
To somebody trying to sell you a rap CD. Who has a CD player anymore, sir?
Yeah.
But it was horrible. I will never stay on the Strip again.
Wow.
I will.
You're
no,
kidding.
it was that bad. There was a guy cranking.
the
there
whole
was a
Strip?
guy. I'm not going to say what casino I was walking out of, but they have these big doors with these air movers that keep like a pressure thing. They keep
Sure.
the cool
Yeah,
air in.
sure.
Yes.
It was like
Air
90
curtains.
degrees. Yeah. There was a guy standing right on the inside. There was like a bank of slot machines. Two real cute girls were playing. This guy was in there cranking one out through his pants in the casino,
Right in front of the girls?
right behind him. And I'm like, you have never seen that back in the
Wait.
day. And I'm like, so surprised that they're letting it go on with all these big events they got going on.
Right.
And like I said, I understand the homeless people have nowhere to go. But if you're cranking one out of the casino, you got someplace to go. And it's,
Yeah.
after I was actually laughing, but I'm
He's
like,
just
dude,
in the doorway going,
God.
Yeah.
just stroking
just-
and going.
Yeah, through his pants. You could see what he was doing. Yeah, and there's like people sleeping in the bushes. How they have all the nice landscaping. They're all
Yeah.
just sleeping in the bushes, or
Oh
a
my
dude's
gosh.
peeing, or it was crazy. I was like really bummed how bad it was.
That's bad.
In downtown, they got the people. They have on the Fremont Street Experience, they have little circles marked off where you go and you pay this fee, and then you can perform in that circle for a time slot for money. Buskers and whatnot, and that's cool because some people are really talented. And then you got showgirls. Get your picture with us. I don't want my picture with you.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like $10. I'm like, I don't want to give you $10.
Yeah.
I wonder if you can negotiate.
I have a great picture of this crackhead, this meth head that was following. It scared Samantha. She was scary. She was like, yeah. I have I snuck a couple photos. I will dig it up.
Oh,
and
yeah,
it is
please.
amazing.
You're kidding.
Right on.
All of a sudden we'd look over, there she is. But this was years ago, and it was pretty bad then.
Right on. But I like to eat nonstop while I'm there while I'm
Yes.
drinking and whatnot.
They
And I
usually
had
have great food.
Oh, I ate a hash house of go-go. I love. But there was I'm a sucker for White Castle. I can't walk past a White
I
Castle.
cannot believe
At
you
least
went to
going
the-
in.
That's
I could
right
go
by
in.
Harrah's, isn't it?
Well, there's one at Casino Royale
Yeah.
on the Strip, but there's one right downtown too, right under the Fremont Street Experience.
Okay.
And we were walking down to El Cortez, which is like super old school, and I love it. And I love all the casinos downtown,
Right,
the Four
right.
Queens,
Yeah.
Fremont, all those venues, the downtown Grand. But we had White Castle 2 days in a row.
Oof.
And
Oh God, are you
the
kidding?
flight home, dude.
Yeah.
We were both farting so bad.
Did you use the air thing?
We were trying to wait for
Whoosh it away.
turbulence. You know what I mean? We're like, all right, it'd be like, you know, when the plane hits turbulence, it makes
Yes.
noise. We're like, and we were laughing. We had tears coming down our face. We were laughing so hard.
But was it the heinous farts or was it?
Oh, they were hot farts.
What was the latest you stayed up?
Oh, I was up for 26 hours.
Like
you
the latest
kidding
you stayed
me?
up? Like,
I didn't go to bed.
oh, okay. Because I mean, Samantha, she got upset because she'd want to go in early and I would stay up, and you just lose track of time.
You do,
I mean,
because there's no windows.
I know
no,
one time it was like 5.
in the morning?
Yeah.
And the other time it was like 1 and then 2.
Yeah, there's a couple times I was in bed by 10 because I was so tired.
Yeah.
But like I say, the first night I was up 24 hours.
That seems insane.
And then I was in bed the next night by like 10. One night I was up 20. We were up 26 hours.
Plus the drinking
Yeah.
on top of it. I can't
Yeah.
believe you wouldn't want to
See, I
just
didn't drink
pass
that
out.
much.
Hold on, let me see if I can find my.
I had a little buzz. We went to that dinner and they greeted us with champagne with strawberry in it
Oh,
and
that's
everything.
nice.
Yeah.
And I swear I had a buzz halfway through that champagne. Maybe it's just
You're
because it's so
kidding.
bubbly or
Yeah.
but I'm going to a wedding tomorrow,
Oh
a
God.
Friday wedding, and I have
Friday.
a room at the Ritz.
These are my bingo drinks.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
They were
nice.
pina coladas.
Yeah.
Those
and
are
I-
both mine, by the way.
And I want to get a buzz.
Send me that photo. I'll post that as
All
the
right.
as the
I
thumbnail.
would like to get an alcohol
That'll
buzz
be the
going
thumbnail. You've
for the wedding tomorrow. Because
Oh, God.
I just
Where is
Yeah,
is
but
it
you
like
gotta
close
watch.
friends
it's
or
downtown Cleveland. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
because sometimes you got to watch. There's some
It's
people.
a daughter of a friend.
Okay.
There's some people that when they get drunk, they become the mean guy.
Oh,
and
it's
you don't
not
want to
me.
be that
Oh,
at a
No,
wedding.
no. I just want to feel a buzz. I rarely get like alcohol buzz. I don't drink enough.
Oh,
Usually. Yeah.
really?
I didn't get a buzz going the whole trip.
No, it's just like you're saying. You're just not drinking enough.
But we
'cause
did
you're-
a shot and a drink. As soon as we got engaged, I was let's do it. You know,
Yeah.
See, to me-
like wait, it or the shot in the drink.
All right.
both.
Oh, good for you.
Because I'll drink, and my opposite is I don't like doing shot. I'm not a big shot guy.
Yeah.
So I'll
I
be.
can.
His is what gin turns you into
I
like.
can't drink gin at all.
Right.
It's like Jekyll and
And
Hyde.
that's made a resurgence, I think,
Gin
lately.
has?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
he's-
like
I haven't had it in a long time.
He said he starts windmilling. As soon
Oh,
as
dude,
he-
I literally get mean. I'm like not
Oh,
even
I'm
being
buying
drunk.
you some.
right.
I'm literally like the happy drunk when I
Yes.
drink rum and vodka and whatnot. But
Yeah.
if you give me gin, I'm like, fuck you, fuck
Oh, I'm
you.
going to buy you some.
No,
Oh, yeah.
no.
We should drink it during a show.
Oh my god, I just trashed the place.
We could pregame.
I have some Tanqueray upstairs. I'll get. I'll bring some.
I'm over here flipping the table over.
right. Because you drink.
Run upstairs, hit his mom with a pillow, run back down.
Does that microwave work?
Yeah.
Heat up my tea.
Yeah. Go ahead. Take your headphones off because it might yank up your head.
Oh, he's got it. He's got this shit. Look at him go.
Wait, I gotta get the photo so you
Steady.
can see. Just watch the camera.
Okay, don't watch.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a bowl in there.
There's food on the walls.
No, there's not.
A little bit.
Oh wait, you just hit the camera. That's all right. I'm gonna pause it real quick.
And his thumb was in his butthole.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, to wrap up, we had a amazing time, spend time together, and it was good. I'm glad you had a good trip.
Yeah, we had, and once again, the return home flight on Spirit. Oh, your flight has been delayed. Your flight has been delayed. Your flight has been delayed.
geez.
It was. I was like, what? You know, and
Yeah.
it wasn't like overly windy or anything.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the
We
deal
just
was.
had a rain delay in Atlanta. We had a
Yeah.
direct flight on the way there, and it was Spirit. And we had the big seats.
Oh, you did get the big seats.
And on the way back, they're like, "Does anybody want a bigger or to move up for $35?"
oh hell
That would
yeah!
have been a great, because I spent more than that, I think.
Yeah.
But we had the same seats, the same 2 seats all the way there, and both flights back.
Same
Row
seat.
2, D, and F. We were both right. I mean, the same seat every trip. It was kind of cool.
See,
Right
when we would go, flying was always difficult for me. The idea of being, it's not that I'm claustrophobic. It's sometimes it's
Cheap.
that hurts when you say those things. That
But
hurts when
wait, do we got another word in the English language that is
right.
a little
thrifty.
No, you're cheap.
No, it's not that. I was budget conscious.
Economical.
I was.
But anyhow,
he's
yeah.
mouthing cheap for the audience out there. That no, what happened is we would always get the which you did. Didn't you do the red eye back?
We did the red eye back.
Right. That's what we always tried to do.
That was brutal.
We tried to get there early in the morning because then you got the whole day that first day.
And they just ruined it for us like that.
And then we always tried to leave later in the day, leaving because automatically you go 3 hours ahead when you land here in Ohio.
Right.
But this was always the thing that got, again, flying was very difficult for me.
You can't fit in the seats, Jumbo?
No, it's not that. Oh. First of all, the whole waiting, going in line inside the plane.
Why don't you get TSA pre-check? Because you avoid like the long lines.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Good
Listen,
for 5 years.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
85
$70, $80.
None of that makes sense. Here, the reason it doesn't make sense, it's like Fast Pass at Cedar Point.
No, because
everybody gets
Listen,
it.
you stand in a line for 2 hours
And I've done
versus
that.
20 minutes or 10 minutes. You'll pay anything.
They fingerprint you.
Miss your flight.
They do an FBI background check. You don't just like get it. You don't just like buy it.
You have to sit down and
you have to go.
they interview you.
See, I don't. Last time.
Sorry, I had White Castle. Listen,
little squeak.
It popped in my head. The kicker of the flight home. So we get to the airport after they delayed our flight. And I'm like, we got there. And we had gotten there and we didn't know they delayed our flight again, which whatever. So we're like, let's get a couple burgers from Shake Shack. I got a burger. I bit into it. And I'm like, this tastes funny. It was fucking raw.
Oh. No.
Yes. So I went back to the counter. I'm like, look.
Right.
I like walked past everybody. I was on a mission. I'm like, my burger's raw. They're like, you want another one? I'm like, absolutely not. I want my money back.
Right.
So like, we need your receipt. And I'm like, I just came through this line, but I'll be right back. I was mad because I even told her, I'm like, I don't want to be shitting my straight up. I go, I don't want to be shitting my brains out on my 4-hour flight to Cleveland.
They were in a hurry to make your food.
Apparently,
you were demanding.
I was not demanding.
So they gave it to you a little.
Yeah. And why do they bother? Like, even if you get a burger in a good place, a more upscale or whatever you want to say, they're like, how would you like your burger done? I'm like, medium. And how's it always come? Gray. Like, why'd you even ask?
Do you want any pink? No, I'll just keep it gray.
Yeah, I mean,
Mine
really.
was pink. Mine was like straight up.
Oh, lucky.
I was like, no.
I would have traded.
I was like nervous. I'm like, I'm gonna shit my fucking pants. I know it.
You got the tartar burger?
The only time that ever, like, you go to when the burger, anytime the burger is like a 1/4 inch or smaller, it doesn't matter. It's good.
Well, I'm talking about places that have like a half-pound burger,
Right.
and I expect it to be juicy or moist,
Right.
and it's the same as the one next to it. Why'd you even ask? You know?
Do you remember when you were a kid?
What?
Sorry, White Castle again.
Do you remember when you were a kid and your mom would make the homemade burgers?
Yeah.
And they never.
She did that in my older years too.
I like homemade burgers if they're seasoned.
yeah.
I make really good homemade burgers.
Yeah.
No, my mom. He does.
Hold on. Here's my thing, though.
He did. Don't let him kid you.
Now, this is a debate we've been having, like at work and whatnot.
Right.
I am a flatter and bigger, and other people like them more meatball-y.
I don't
Like
get
say
that.
say you have a quarter pound of meat. I would rather have it spread out and thinner
No, wait.
than the blob of meat in the middle of a bun.
Well, I don't want a blob of meat, but I like to be thick
Well,
and cover. I want both.
There's
Big and thick.
Give me.
because here's the thing. There are some places that'll squish it down, but what's good about it, you get a crust on it, like a
So you get a crust.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
They
like
put the burger
Yeah,
press
like
on
a
it.
smash burger.
Yeah.
The crispy seasoned.
Yeah.
Right. And then that way, when the cheese, I think they do that because when you put the cheese on, instead of it melting over, it
Yeah.
melts it
You
even.
know who had the best burger? And this was like, I forget what it's called, but
Cheaty Ritzies.
Beast Burger.
Beast burger.
And yeah, Mr. Beast?
No.
Oh,
He's-
yeah.
He's huge online. He's
Yeah.
like one of the biggest.
Oh, Mr. Beast,
He
yes,
gives
yeah,
away
yeah,
cars
yeah,
and
yeah,
millions of dollars.
yeah.
Can he give
But he
me,
had
like,
a Beast
house?
Burger. All right. And you Google it and find out who sold Beast Burgers was Buca de Beppo.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They They have the
The
bags,
Italian
the
restaurant?
wrap. Yeah, they must have paid for the recipe of rice. So
Well, don't they call that a pirate restaurant?
it's something like that. But
Yeah.
you come up with the idea and you sell it across the world, the nation, and you give them all the ingredients, the necessary spices, everything to make theirs, but you don't have the overhead of your own kitchen,
Right.
your staff.
Ghost restaurant. That's what it's
Yeah,
called.
is that what it was?
Yeah.
But anyhow, we got them. But I was very skeptical. Probably the best burger I ever had.
What?
Crispy around the edges,
Right, that
perfect
crispy
in the
around the
middle.
edge.
It was amazing.
Was
I
it
couldn't
thick?
believe it.
Was it a little thick too?
It was perfect. It was like one of the best burgers I've ever had
See, and I went to
in that category.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't Wagyu beef. And,
Right,
you know,
right.
But I was like, I forget what casino I was in, but I'm like, ooh, they got Bobby Flay's here. So I got
Yeah.
a Bobby
I
Flay
didn't
burger.
like it. I didn't
No.
like
I wasn't
it's
impressed with
terrible.
any of the food.
$15 for just a mediocre burger.
I was at
Yeah.
that rest. I know which one in Vegas. Yeah,
Yeah.
I went. The best one I think was there. There was I think they tore down the Imperial Palace, didn't they?
well, it's
Yeah,
called
they-
the Link now. It's
Oh, that's right. We
in
talked
the
about
back
that.
of it was one of these hillbilly singers, the country singers, not hillbilly, but the country singer had not Dwight Yoakam. One of the guys like that had a.
You know, that's offensive.
what, a hillbilly?
Hillbilly singers. Country music is huge.
Yeah,
I
but
know.
Huge.
I'm sorry.
2 out of the 3 American
I
Idols
know,
left are country
okay,
singers.
I'm sorry.
Way
You
to
should
go, A-hole.
apologize. Our listeners are they're hillbillies.
Yeah.
A large percentage of them are hillbillies.
Okay.
So apologize to them.
Right, all right, you hillbillies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I called your Dwight Yoakam restaurant hillbilly. It was in the back of the Imperial Palace. It was this country singer. I can see he has blonde hair, a little goatee mustache.
Oh, every country singer
I
ever.
know, I know.
Yeah.
But anyways, he had this.
Travis Tritt.
No, it wasn't Travis Tritt that I met. But anyway, didn't like the name drop.
Yeah.
So I went to. That was the only place that had fantastic burgers, at least that I had
Yeah.
experienced. But what I found out then, I don't like when they put, first of all, the
Spending money for good food.
When they put
The onion. You look at the laugh on this guy's face. God damn it! No, when they first of all, I like a big juicy tomato on there.
It's
All
got to
right.
be ripe though.
That I was going to
not
say.
just all.
Yeah.
No, what
Yeah,
happens?
It's
in
like
the
you could tell it died because it's that almost white.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
or it's
pink.
all meat and no like jelly
Yeah.
juice.
First
whatever.
of all, they did not I always say aioli sauce on there.
Yeah.
They had
Mayonnaise.
that, which was good. It'll come to me the name, not Blake Shelton. It was one of these country singers that they put the sauce on there. They put the big tomato. What I couldn't stand is you said over it where it's like green in the center of the tomato.
The stem area.
Yeah, where it's hard. I couldn't stand that. And then which I loved, they used a shredded lettuce versus the big piece
Piece
of
of lettuce?
Yeah.
I hate
Because
that.
sometimes you bite it and you pull the whole bed sheet of lettuce
Oh
off.
yeah,
Yes.
right.
You're like, dang it. And then you have to put your burger back together.
Yeah, and I like the bun to absorb on top and bottom. I want
Yes.
it available for juice to go into it.
Yes.
And if you close it off with a lettuce barrier,
Yeah.
solid sail, like solid,
It's like the rubber
Yeah.
bed sheet of the vegetable world.
you know.
It is. Now, this is another thing, too. It's important that when you put the cheese, it has to be on the hot burger because I cannot stand when they put it on the lettuce and then the cheese doesn't quite melt. You know what I mean?
Dude, when
You're
I cook
pointing it out 'cause
burgers,
this is it.
When I cook burgers, I actually fold the corners in. So
Oh,
you got a
nice.
thicker block and a
See?
I tear them and then throw them on the top.
same difference.
But I have a lid, and I'll just splash a little water, close it over, and it's melted. So
On the
it only
grill.
takes a second.
So
yeah.
you pan fry, you don't do it on the grill.
Well, that's for the black zone.
I found a recipe. Remind me. Go ahead. Keep going.
What's the black zone before you?
It's a griddle.
Oh, is okay.
Yeah.
I didn't.
It's
know.
like a hibachi almost.
that you use.
Yeah.
Then you use it on the grill. Or is it separate?
It's
own
a
thing.
grill, basically.
Oh, it's its own thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big 36-inch, like flat. It's hot.
Oh,
It's
really?
hotter than my grill,
Oh, really?
which is really weird.
It does that searing thing.
It's you have to learn how to cook on it. It's different.
See, again, what I like is a crispy because then that probably
Oh, you
makes
can
it
get it for
crisp.
sure.
Oh,
Well, that's
God,
what you do. Those
fantastic.
smash burgers. Put mayonnaise on the bun, smash it onto the grill, and it toasts it for a second. And it's
You
pretty
have
amazing,
to put
yeah.
the cheese on there so it melts properly. I don't like the cheese. I don't like also shit on my fingers when I eat. In
Yeah.
other words, when you eat a burger,
Greasy,
I don't,
yeah.
Yes, I don't like that.
Samantha's big thing is, and I'm kind of liking it too here and there, is the egg. Oh, that's amazing.
Wake
on
and
there.
bake?
Like a wake and bake, yeah, whatever. But
yes,
that is
the
a
egg.
really good touch.
With a little runny egg. I was
Sure,
gonna
sure.
add.
The yolk.
love
Yes.
wake and bake burgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna.
That's
I'm
a
a
good
huge
It is.
fan of those.
It's
Yeah.
great. Well, I learned too. They did this. They put the meat on there. They seared it where it had a crust on it, which I loved. Cheese was perfect. The shredded lettuce versus the bed of lettuce.
Yeah.
And the tomato was, except for that center goddamn.
Well, that could have happened.
Yeah,
to
that
anyone.
was-
But it was thick enough because I can't stand the wafer thin tomatoes. Or they put two and you bite in and it fires out the sides. That is the most, I hate it. And the same thing with the pickles. The pickle can't, sounds crazy, but this is how my mind works sometimes.
Crazy.
There's
Yeah.
two types of bread and butter pickles. There's the ones that are, it's called crinkle cut.
Yeah.
And then there's the ones that are just like flat and you can pick them up and see through, which I can't stand.
I
I
know,
like,
yeah.
I like the other ones. They have a different flavor and texture.
You like bread and butter over
They're
dill?
sweet. You like sweet then?
Well, on a sandwich, but I love crunchy dill pickles with a sandwich, like a deli sandwich, but I don't like it with a burger. Burger, it's got to be a bread and butter where it's sweet.
Oh, okay.
It's I think it
I like a
balances.
good mushroom
Do you-
mayonnaise grilled Swiss.
Do you guys do pickle relish?
Yeah,
I love
I mean,
pick-
I
On
don't. No,
the
I don't
burger?
put that on
No,
a
I
burger.
love sweet pickle relish on a burger.
Really?
That's what
Yeah.
you're saying. A bread and butter pickle is just ground up.
Yeah,
But it's not the texture.
but you got to make sure it's not really wet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like
But the thing was when they put the onion on. This is the same thing with the lettuce. They use this.
you could pull a whole ring. Oh yeah, it's like
Oh.
and it's
it's on your chin.
Or when you get the homemade onion rings or the fair ones,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
you
those
bite it and
burn
it
your face.
and it flips out, and you get this soul patch of blisters
Yeah.
down your chin because this whole onion came out,
Yeah.
and you're left with like the ectoskeleton.
Red Robin has those
Right.
big onion
Yeah.
rings. You have to really
Yes.
before you pull away from
You
the
got to like shake your head a little bit.
before you pull away from the mothership, you got to grind it a little to make sure you've cut through. Otherwise, you're going to be wearing the
Yeah,
onion ring.
you're gonna
And
have a big blister.
And then you don't really want to eat the tube that's left.
But you dip
But
it
you
in the,
do.
you dip it in the
Yeah.
spicy sauce anyhow.
Yeah.
and
You're
it's
like, fuck
always
it.
loaded with liquid too. It's loaded with the
No, that's bread and mushrooms.
Yeah, bird your. Oh yeah,
those are the
I love them though.
those are dangerous.
We'll get to that in a second. But yeah, that I learned with that onion, you have to ask, hey, use the whole slice onion.
Not the rings.
Just the ring, because you get that dumb ring, and like you said, you bite into it.
Yeah.
And what's even worse is when there's like a skin.
Ah,
You know,
yes.
like this
you got the
weird,
outer one.
funky
Oh.
skin that I don't know what it is.
It's the onion skin.
It's something, but it makes me, and it gets always caught in your teeth. Have you ever had an onion skin caught in your teeth from
no.
No,
Really?
nope.
Well, I got that hunky hole in the back.
Oh,
and
don't bring that into it. You can't blame that hole. I think when you're pulling, you can do that. It's a regular onion. It's
Yeah.
the onion that comes out. It's not just.
I told him, give me the
skin.
whole slice onion. And that's good. But then as a side, like he said, the breaded mushrooms,
Those are great. Yeah.
there's always a category of that too because of
You get the lava, the
Oh,
oil.
you have to wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get the oil and you bite it and it's like, bah!
can't
And you're
wait.
eating
Totally
deep fried.
burns you,
Yeah.
There's no way you can wait. Who waits for breaded mushrooms
Right,
to
because
cool?
you don't want them too cold, and they're
Right.
so good when they're hot, but you don't want to burn yourself. So you have this little window where you have to go and just finish them.
It's the worst.
You can dip them in like ranch. It's the only thing I like ranch for.
Really?
Oh, that's what like Gyros and More on Broadway.
Oh,
They have the best everything.
they
No,
do.
I
They're
like-
good.
Their gyros are the
I don't know if
best.
they take mayonnaise or ranch and they mix it with maybe a hot sauce or a cayenne pepper or something.
They make it a tangy, spicy.
Who does?
Yeah.
A lot of places do that
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
mushrooms
for
and the
mushrooms.
onions.
But have you ever ordered and say they were busy and you instead of getting them separated, sometimes they're clumped together in
Oh, yeah.
the mess. The
It
mess.
looks like when they find the gold coins in a shipwreck, how they're all melted together, except it's breaded mushrooms.
Yes. Yes.
and then you try and open
Yeah.
it.
And you get like, raw mushrooms and a big ectoskeleton. Yeah.
Like zebra muscles.
You do. Now, see,
I'll still eat the shit out of them though.
I do. Those
Oh,
are
yeah.
the foods that I like. And then one time when we went, now you do eat. I can't remember if you've ever talked about the buffets in Vegas?
I used to do buffets when I was young, but I'm not a buffet guy.
The best one that I remember in Vegas, and I've only been to Vegas a couple times, was Bally. It was there.
That's gone.
They had
Bally's is gone.
Bally. They had like at least a 6-8 foot round table with shrimp piled 2 feet high.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. It was just this sea. It was huge. It was amazing to see. Their buffet was the best ever. Like at the time, everybody
Yeah.
knew it.
Yeah.
We didn't even stay there, but we went there for the
Buffet.
Buffet,
yeah.
did people
I
hit
don't-
it like seals?
Caesar's.
It just,
It was
Caesar's
amazing.
buffet is like the one to go to now, but it's like $60 a person.
Wow.
what?
But I mean, the food on it is to die
Yeah,
for.
probably have crab legs and everything.
Yeah, steaks, crab legs, the whole 9
See,
yards. You're not-
when we went, Pammy and I went, we would stay at the Mirage often.
which is about to be torn down.
is it?
Yeah, Hard Rock bought it. They're building a guitar
Oh,
hotel.
Well,
there.
Hard
you
Rock
know the
is
thing
off the
about it is,
strip.
if you're going to gamble, that's like I paid the extra money for the seats on the plane. If I'm going to go to dinner, I'm going to spend whatever you want at dinner because otherwise, in 10 minutes I could blow through that on a slot.
You know what though?
It's like, you know,
We were gonna go get steak at this one steakhouse, and I just for shits and giggles, you can look at the menu outside,
yeah.
and their tomahawk steak, it was $160.
Oh yeah,
What?
And
yeah.
I was like, we will not be dining here.
No, I
Because
mean that's crazy.
I hate to say I know I could cook a good steak at home, but I wanted a steak, but I wasn't gonna spend. I think their 8-ounce fillet was $80, and I'm like, really, dude?
yeah,
8
yeah.
ounce?
My steak at that Council Oak was expensive. It was a bone-in ribeye,
Yeah.
like $14, 16. But it was actually by the time we both got our entrees, it was like we weren't even hungry.
Yeah.
So before we left, there's no microwave or anything in the room, but cold steak is really good.
Get out
You were just
of
eating it with your
here.
hands.
Oh, it's easy. But anyhow, so before we
With your
left, I
hands?
said,
What is he, a
make
barbarian?
sure you cut your steak up into bite-sized pieces before you put it in the to-go container because we had a refrigerator.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like awesome. I trim all the fat or whatever
Yeah.
off so you could just grab it and eat it. We had silverware.
Oh, okay.
We had
okay,
room
yeah.
service
Oh,
one
yeah,
night.
yeah. Okay.
But it was we were so full. We were
Yeah.
so full.
From the appetizers and
well, we
everything.
had lobster bisque, which
Love
this
lobster
huge bowl
bisque.
of lobster bisque.
Love
the
lobster
best is ever out of any cabin club, even that
Boardwalk at Putin Bay.
the place we just went to, Council Oaks, that whatever ribeye steak place in Independence. They always talk Delmonico's.
Oh.
Yeah.
The best I've ever had is strip in Avon. The best. That is the
Lobster
best
bisque.
lobster bisque I've ever had anywhere. But anyhow, so we had bisque and then we had like an appetizer.
Yeah.
It was like by the time and they had these
Well,
different
biscuits heavy
flatbreads.
anyhow.
And it was
dude,
a
it's
huge
like eating
bowl of it.
It's like eating potato
I
soup.
couldn't believe, usually the portions are even smaller at
Right.
a more of a fine dining, but it was huge.
See,
And I ate a bunch of bread.
there was
Dude, if they got good
It
bread,
was so
I'm
good.
fucked.
They had flatbread with
is.
sesame toasted. It was.
See, when I took my parents out there, we stayed at Paris, and they had fantastic lobster bisque there.
Mm-hmm.
But they served it with is it called a baguette? Right, baguette's the
You can see his baguettes.
Yeah, the long.
it's made out of concrete.
harder crusted.
On the outside,
Yeah.
it's concrete. The
Yeah.
inside is
Oh, it's
super
great, yeah.
soft and gooey.
Or sometimes just hollow.
Yeah,
What are you looking at?
You're like,
big bubble.
yeah.
But yeah, so it was.
lobster biscuits. And they're in Nemo's. I've had Nemo's, and is it wrong?
I've not been to Nemo's in Avon.
In Avon?
Yeah.
I want to go so bad. That's like my next restaurant.
We'll double date, and I'll have no date, and we'll go out.
All right, you want to go, Chuck?
I don't want to be the fifth wheel with you three.
Oh, I thought he said we'll double date, me and you. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, yeah, but this is the thing. Is it wrong to order soup and salad on a date like that?
Why?
Because it's the lobster bisque, like you said, is heavy.
it is.
It doesn't seem like you're being
So?
cheap with soup and salad. Because a salad, there's very few salads I'll eat. I do love salad though. Cobb salad.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, there's very few I'll eat,
Yeah,
but I
there's
love
very
it.
few I'll eat because I don't like them, but I
You know,
love them.
if you have average teeth, you're really good with that.
Yeah.
You'll be all right. Hey, can we talk about Jeffrey Street on the dating app?
Yeah. So,
Good story, bro.
it came.
Sorry. White Castle's still kicking.
It came out wrong.
No.
but I do like salad. But
There's very few I'll eat, but I really
why do
like
you
salad.
you always make me feel like I'm saying things wrong?
Well,
I just wanted to real quick for Jeffrey Street out there.
What's up, Jeffrey?
Our listener one of our listeners that he sent me this thing. He said, he goes, Ed, he sent me a message because he was on the show.
Yeah.
And talked
Which
about
he really needs to come back soon.
Jeff, you got to come back.
Yeah, I wanna
We're gonna
meet
have you
him.
back. Yeah, he's good. Really good guy.
dude.
Really good guy. Made this for the audience out there. If you can go to the thing.
I'll get to his
the
story.
Shuffle Pod.
Yeah, Shuffle Pod.
Shuffle Pod.
It's my favorite.
Yeah, a little while. Yeah. You're making fun of my water.
no,
Yeah.
that's my favorite.
He made that thing from the Shuffle Pod. Maybe I can take that. But what he said was, he goes, hey, there's this dating app he went on. He didn't give me the name. I don't think I wrote it down. If you did, I'll check my messages. This dating app to go on
Yeah.
for success. And he said, hey, that he found an Asian girl since
That's over 40?
he didn't say that. He just said, since I have an affinity
Yeah.
for Asian girls. He said, but he did say this to me. He goes, Ed, I found this thing. You might want to check it out. And he goes, I got success on it. And I said, well,
Really?
what happened? And he says, well, it's one of those apps where the girl
Will swipe to the guy.
Hamburger.
Yeah.
yes, will hamburger you to the right.
Yeah.
And he said, and now the waiting begins. That's what he said. So he hasn't followed up to say whether she responds back. But I always wondered about that. I'm going to have to find out. You guys never, well, of course, you never use
I've been
dating.
married for
Do you guys
30
know
years.
anybody that used a dating app?
I know people that use dating apps, but a lot of them just use them for hookups.
Yeah.
But
That's
my one buddy calls plenty of fish, plenty of blowjobs.
Oh, really? Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
So, is it, how do you know other than them?
I don't know how they work, to be honest with you.
Yeah. He just said, what my comment was
Yeah,
that
I don't either. So.
Yeah, he said that his thing is, he said, now the waiting game begins, to see, because I guess you can't reach out to them. They can only reach out to you.
Okay.
But how do you know they're just not playing the shotgun where they're just,
It's like a glory hole. You just stick it out there,
for
and
the
if
best.
someone,
I mean, they might be doing what you're doing, Ed. They're playing the odds. Eventually, they'll
Yeah.
find a match.
first of all,
like a serious relationship. You mean?
see, here's my thing too about dating. This is
Yeah.
real quick on the dating life, because we did have that down as a subject. The dating game is, my thing is this. I understand you've told me, like the one that I went on that one date in Vermilion
Yeah.
with, you said I could have wrote it out for a year before
Yeah.
because
I
of the
guess.
scenario.
You did say that.
You did.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did. And I said, well, I understand it, but that's a lot of time and energy and money involved in.
Yeah, and you're getting older.
I mean,
You don't
really,
have time.
take that one out. Lead around the
Ching ching.
That's the thing. I don't want. It's not that I'm jumping quick. It's the fact that at our age, I don't want the game. I don't need the bullshit. Let's just
You want serious dating. You don't want just a hookup.
right. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like any.
Aw. That's
Did he pull his
cute.
pants down again?
There it is. There's that look again. Did I pass out again?
No, I said, did you pull your pants down again?
No, it's just that's the thing. I don't want to date for the audience out there. I don't want to
You
just.
want to date around. You want to
It's-
find a serious
I want
girlfriend.
to find someone, like the one I was just with that was older, the older one, that she was a booze hound, and that's fine. I'm not saying she just what
It's
it
not
is.
fine.
Well, I
Why
mean,
don't you
for
get
her-
off your ass off the computer and join a club or
No, I do.
join something where you
actually
enjoy.
go out?
And if someone's there enjoying it for the same reasons as you,
Like
maybe
a
you should
gym.
do it together. I mean,
That's a good
start
idea.
like
Yeah.
that.
Go
You
to
know?
Pacatans.
Yeah.
No, I do go, dude. Listen, he's not. He's look
No,
at
I
there's a
mean-
look,
Dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've told him. I go
I
because I,
told
do go
you.
to
I'm
Pacatines.
like, you
She's
go to
crafty.
Crafty.
No, there are always really cute girls at
Yeah.
Pacatans for some
I
reason.
told him that I do go not back Michael's.
Michael- yeah,
I go to
sure.
our Michael's because I make the bracelets that you guys
Oh, right.
make fun of me. Not
Right.
this
Yeah,
one,
those
but
are dumb.
Dumb.
or go to Lowe's during working hours because their husbands are whatever at work, and these girls are.
Oh, right.
I've done this. He's not kidding. And I've approached women and got numbers and stuff and talked to them. You know, some of them, of course, want you to come look at their, like the Lowe's ones. And then they want you to check out shit and do stuff for free. And I'm like, you know.
Oh, right. They need a handyman.
They need it. And that's fine.
And needs a handy J, so it kind of works out perfect.
Right. Right. There's a give and take with that. You know, that I agree. I'll come and clean your gutters, but you got to clean my pipes. You know
find
what I mean?
a club, something social or, you know.
Or bowling.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt you're going to find like.
Dude, no, don't even. You'd be
the booze
amazed.
hounds are going to be at a bar. I mean, you're
right.
Don't go to a bar thinking you're going to find somebody that you know manages their life.
Yeah,
in a perfect way. If you're in a bar.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
yeah, I don't know. ever try and find the love of my life in a
when
bar.
did that change?
Yeah, it was like who the fuck
every story you ever had, this girl at the bar.
Yeah,
you know.
And this girl at a bar was checking me out
everywhere.
Why would
so
they? Even Joe said they were. Oh God, I know we're over. I can tell by this and by that. Oh God, audience members, you've been listening. Late Night with Ed Money here on our website, which is edmoneylive.com, where it's real people have real conversations about life. You can normally reach us on a ton of sites. You're always listening to myself, Ed Money.
Nope.
Right over here is CPAP Chuck.
We'll see ya.
Bruh.
You're always gassy. It must be you have a nonstop supply of White Castle at home.
I wish there was a White Castle by us.
Would you have the frozen White Castle? Do you like the burgers?
They have them.
That's kind of like a Band-Aid for a wound.
Aren't they steamed or something?
At the actual restaurant? Yeah. It's not the same. Frozen aren't the same.
I mean, I'd buy it for your birthday or I'd buy it for Christmas for you, but you're just not the same. It's not worth it. And last but not least, always keeping us in balance and check is Insano Wayno right over here. Audience members, we're going to be leaving you with Beeve. It's the song Talk, so check that out. Thank you for all things you do. Remember to like, share, subscribe, tell 2 people. Please just tell 2 people. Thank you for Drew over at Allstate. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all the people out there, new listeners. So thank you, all the people out there. Always remember that you are somebody, and don't be materialistic because it gets you nowhere. And after that, we are out of here.
Byron Dick!
He's so gassy.
Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about me and you? Can we talk about the truth? I wanna know, I wanna know. Can we talk about me and you?
You've been listening to Late Night with Ed Money, brought to you by 3 Bowls of Crunch Production. Late Night with Ed Money is a copyrighted show, and any unauthorized reproduction for sale is strictly prohibited without written and/or verbal consent from Ed Money. Otherwise, we'll find out where you live and beat the shit out of you. Thank you for listening.